Hey there. Holly, it's been a bit. Um, yes, I'm a bit late on the Mummy train, but I didn't really want to see Lee Cohen's Mummy, partly because it just didn't interest me because I was afraid it'd be too jump scary. But then I heard that it was more Evil Dead-y than Mummy, and I want a Mummy movie, even if it's a Tom Cruise level Mummy movie. Whatever. But the real point of this video is to talk about the other Mummy. The Mummy movies. Mummy movies, baby. All of them. The Mummy movies, starting with The Mummy in 1932, Mummy's Hand in 1940, 1940, Mummy's Tomb, also in 42, Mummy's Ghost, and Mummy's Curse, both in 44. These movies that I like, I do really like them, are very short, with the longest one being the original, being an hour and 12 minutes. Second longest, its first sequel, an hour and 10 minutes. No, I'm sorry. The third one is an hour and 11 minutes as the longest. The last two are just an hour and 1 minute. So, you could get through these movies in about like 5-ish hours. Less than 6 hours. You can just breeze through them. They are fun because they're, more action than horror, really, or more adventure-y. They are kind of horror, but especially after the first one. The first one does feel very close to the Brendan Fraser one, in that does he go about Emotep in this one? Yeah, Emotep gets revived. He instantly becomes human. And he's still trying to seek out his lost love. Like, this version, the original, is essentially just Dracula, but Egyptian. And if you love Dracula, you're going to love this. You can tell that I love the Mummy movies because if you've seen my other videos, I have a poster for it in my basement. Plus, I got the monster movie stuff right up there. I'm a Universal Monsters fan, it's point B. But, starting from its sequels, they are pretty much the same. Two guys, typically, find out a new mummy's around, like via digging up and stuff, and there's typically a new head priest. This time, in the first sequel, you have Steve Bannon and Babe Jensen. Yes, there's a guy named Babe. Not Babe Ruth, weirdly enough. But they find the tomb of Princess Anaka. Anaka. Which also should sound familiar to you because the first one. Not exact. But there's a high priest who uses tanna leaves in some form of ritual to control a new mummy to go after the people that disturb the tomb. And that trend continues for all the rest. And all the rest, like none of the sequels, have Imhotep at all. It's Karis. Karis is the new mummy. And there's always a new priest. And there's slight differences in how the tanna leaves work. Each time, how many there are, like how many you have to boil to a soup or burn or whatever. The real fun thing, however, is the timeline from the Mummy movies make no sense. So the first one, reasonable. Takes place in, I don't have my phone on me, but yeah, it takes place like 20s, thereabout, But all the other sequels take place 10 years apart from each other. Meaning that, so the first one, let's say 20s, 30s. Second one, 40s. Is it 20? No, it could be 20. Either which way. I may be getting my timing wrong on this. I do apologize on that one. But, the way the timeline works is that ends up working out is that the final one, Mummy's Curse, it's supposed to take place in the 90s, but it's, 1940s, and they just dress up as 1940s, but it's still, they say it's like 1990 something, which is hilarious to me. But also by this point, you're in Louisiana. Yes, you go from Egypt to Louisiana. In the meantime, it goes from Massachusetts. Yeah. Sorry. Mummy's tomb takes place in Massachusetts. So somehow, from Massachusetts, it ends up in Louisiana. The Mummy series, if you watch them, is nuts. Like, not in the fun kind of, like, it's in the fun kind of nuts, but not in the wild nuts. Just timeline-wise, it's weird. Like, lore-wise, it's weird. Like, it's just an odd duck of a series. But it's also one of the few, like one of the two, in the Universal canons. Well, three, technically, I guess. But that had like an actual, like, continuing story, sort of. Like, you have Frankenstein, pretty much stays the same, like, through line. Dracula, not really. And then, like, the only close one, in terms of, like, longevity, is Creature, but Creature only has 3. Mummy with 5. Mummy technically was 6, because you could add in Abbott and Costello beats the Mummy. However, that has very much to do with anything. Like, they don't really meet Karis at all. It's not even... Yeah, like, it's... This one's... It's there, but it's not really part of the series. It is part of the Universal series, so there is that. But yeah, I just like to talk about the Mummy movies, as convoluted and disjointed my thoughts are on it. I think they're fun. I think they are a better option than the last 3 Mummy movies we've gotten, being Dragon, Emperor, Tom Cruise Mummy, and Lee Cohen's. Yeah, if you like mummies, watch the originals. Also, try and find the documentary on the making of the Mummy movies that Universal did way back. You can probably just find it on YouTube, just like Universal Mummy documentary. That one is fun. That's a good watch. I don't quite remember the name of it. I think it's like the Mummy Files, I believe. I think it's the Mummy Files. But that's all I got for now. You'll see me again soon.